Morning, guys, gals. Yeah, it's Sunday. My dad was here. He stayed the night, came, he had some beer, and he left this morning. He had some things to do over at my sister's place, so he's got quite a long drive. And but he's gone now. We had a few beers yesterday night and had a nice fire and made him a nice dinner with farmer sausage this morning and some scrambled eggs and toast and some homemade hash browns. So anyways, this hat here that I'm wearing right now is Pelican River Outfitters. It's my buddy Orrin Carlson. Check out his site, it's 204, and I'll put a link below for that. I asked my dad too if he wanted to be on YouTube, and he says he's a little scaredy cat, so he said no, not yet. He's got to get brave on that. So but anyways, I've got some things I'm doing today. I let the chickens out, and I'm also doing my garden, and I'm going to be going to well, my battery's died, guys. What's that? You can't hear me? Well, just a second. I'll show you around here now. I think I got something stuck in my ears. Got a fire going, chickens are out. Got dirt in the truck. Look at those beauties. Just roaming around. I gave them corn a little earlier. That's better. I think I can hear you now. I'm just playing with you. Anyways, I've got my gardening going on here. I'm going to build a chicken run today. I let that squirrel go yesterday. We were drinking beer by the fire. So with my dad. And this is where my garden site's going to be, so I'll just straighten out that camera for you. So this is 12 by 16, but what I'm going to do, and I have this other garden here, and I'm going to incorporate that in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have stones, so like flat stones, patio stones. I'm going to put through here so I can walk through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build 8 by 10 platforms, and then I'm going to have patio stones in between, and then another 8 by 10 platforms, and then I'll build this side up as well. And I put that tarp down to keep the weeds down. It's probably not the best thing to do, but I got lots of tarps. So, and the fabric stuff, I'm getting some of that too, but I really need to get the garden in. And I gotta tend to the chickens. I gotta run to Home Depot, see how much patio stones are. I have some, I don't know if they have the same ones, but I have some that I bought previously, and they are, I don't know if I have them over there. Yeah, they're kind of square with like a little cut off end on the ends, so not quite square, a little bit hexagonish, but still square, sort of. And I've got my little trailer here, and I'm going to take, this is half a yard of soil in there, and I'm going to put it over there, and then I'm going to go to Home Depot and get the supplies I need. That's in Brandon. Chickens are over here, getting brave. That one over there, right by the door that's open right now, that's the hen. These are all roosters, these are all for feed. I gotta get some more hens for eggs. And aside from that, I'm trying to keep that fire going, and I've got to sort out all that wood later. I have a lot to do this weekend. I kind of know my time that I can allow for stuff and what I want to do. I was up early. My dad gets up at like 6:30 in the morning, sometimes 5:30 in the morning, so I was like, nah, I don't get up at that time. So, and especially when I come out here, I like to kind of like lay in bed and not worry, because I work late. So when I come out here, I'm like I push myself to 3:30 in the morning sometimes, and then go to sleep. Still get up at a decent time, like 9:30 or whatever, but it's nice to relax once in a while. And you have your day job, and that takes a lot out of you. But out here, it's really nice. Still want to push back all these trees. I won't get to that this weekend. That's another project for later. I'm sort of learning this project management of things to do outside. I still got to build up the land. My dad's like, what are you putting grass down for when you haven't done your landscaping stuff yet? And I'm like, well, you know, it's nice to walk. I don't care. It's $2 for each one of these things. So I could probably lift it up later. I'm not too sure, but just nice to see things coming together kind of thing. So everything I have to do is measure. I did it last week, and I measured from the street over here and from there to there, and I put it in my phone, and then I was like, oh man, I got all these apps open, and I turned it off without saving it, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that again. So I'll do that this weekend because I've already paid for the septic tank, so I might as well get that done because they're sitting on money and making interest, and that's the way my brain thinks. And so, you know, it doesn't matter to them, right? But I'd like to get it done. So we're shooting for the 18th of this month to have it done. It's kind of, I guess, Father's Day weekend. And if not, it'll be the weekend after that. So they wanted to get it done like right away, but they want this technical drawing, and I sort of had to do some research on how to do it. And I had to talk to the RM as well, but they weren't any help. So I think I've got it figured out. But I have right here Spongy, Channel 33 Spongy's flag. So I have a drill bit. I have a drill. I have a battery. It's over there on that one. I have another one in the house. I'm just too damn lazy to go get it. And I got Spongy's flag. It's right here. This is the Nova Scotia flag. So I'm going to put it here. And I have a Canadian flag, and I'm going to put it at the peak of the house. So now, here's my thing, guys. You know what would be really cool? And another request I have before I get to that request. I would really like if somebody from down south in the States can send me an American flag that I can hang on the pole here or on the top. And also, actually, I'll hang it on the top. Alright, so we'll get to the second part of this. But I'd also like, and I know Papa Texas, so Papa, you're listening, I'd really like a Confederate flag. I would really love that. And if anybody can get me that, I will happily put it up there. And for the other part of my second part that I was getting to first, when I interrupted myself, and I apologize for that, is you have a state flag, or you have a, for my Canadian friends, or for my European friends, or my Australian friends, or for my friends from all over the world, in India, or wherever you're from, if you have a flag that you'd like me to put up, I'm going to drill the flags, and I'm going to put them up. So if you got a provincial flag, or, you know, or a state flag, or something that you'd like to see on here, I'd like to put them all on here, and then run them down on both sides, and then I'll have another one here, and I'd like to do that just to show my appreciation for everybody, and to see who was all out there. So I think that would be pretty cool, don't you? So I'd like to do that. So this is spongy size. So I'm gonna put that there today, and I'll show you that later on in the video. And tell me what you think. Tell me what your thoughts are. I think it's kind of a cool idea. I'd like to get a YouTube flag too. That would be really cool. Maybe I'll do that. And I'm kind of, my brain is always going, so I'm thinking maybe even making some Darren Sharon hunt, fish, and live flags and sending them to people. But that'll come. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna get back to doing my garden. Well, sort of putting mud down. I'm not doing the garden yet. I'm gonna go to the Home Depot, get the supplies I need. I'll show you that coming up in this video. and I'm gonna build a chicken run today and get that flag up. So, and I have the Canadian flag in the house, and I'm going to see about maybe, you know, having flags on the top of the peak there, you know. I think that would be pretty cool. And then like state flags and provincial flags and European flags of your place. Like if you're from Edinburgh, or you're from let's see, in Germany, or you know, in your particular province that you're in there, or if you're in India, or if you're in Australia, let's say you're in Sydney, if they got a Sydney flag, or if you're in, you know, wherever, Indonesia, or you know, anywhere in the world. So Italy, you know, there's so many. Well, it's Europe. So I'm doing Europe as a whole, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, you know, all that area, Africa's, into Dubai, stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'd be honored to put them up. So, anyways, I'm going to quit yapping, and I'm going to get back to my work, and then I got to do my drive and get all washed up and stuff like that. So, but anyways, give me your thoughts and let me know what you think. All right. And a couple shout outs. I want to do a shout out to my buddy Dave. You know him as You Dizzy. He got my award that I gave to him. Dave's got a huge heart. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family. We went through some very difficult times back in 2009. We lost everything, and I mean everything. We lost our home, everything. The bank came and took it all, and we didn't even get to take anything, so it was horrible, tragic. But I picked myself up. Went through a little bit of depression there. I still suffer from depression. I have PTSD that I suffer from. I'm managing it a lot better. I can see the light. I do a lot of exercises and try to keep in shape and eat right, and amazingly it happens. And then I'm also vitamin B12 deficient, so I take I'm going to be taking shots for that, which gives you energy. It's kind of a happy energy. So, and just having the house, and then, you know, building that, and no mortgage, and I'm a Scorpio, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this done and redo this, and put that behind me, because the only thing you can do to get over or to deal with your depression is to put that stuff behind you. Yeah, it happened. It sucks. Learn from it. But the world doesn't stop, and things don't stop. And to you guys, because you guys are a huge part of me growing as a person. I respect your friendships. I respect talking to you guys every day. I may not get back to everybody right away, but I definitely do get back to everybody. I know Hunt for Fish, he just texted me there, and I haven't got back to him yet, but because I'm out here and we don't have service. So when Norm from Time on the Line, he has a show on, I usually go to Minnedosa, and I sit on the street, and I watch that, and I comment and stuff like that. So that's a 20-minute drive almost. So, and then you got to come back, right? So, but I know you know, Gator's on there today, Steve Rob's on there today, Papa Tex is on there today. I even saw, I think Spongy just posted a thing. I could be wrong. Dave had his live show yesterday. I was driving on the highway. I saw it popped up on my phone. I'll say hi to everybody there. Cab 7, you know, my buddy and brother and friend, Calvin's Corner 72, and you know, and everybody from Drive Shop Drew, and Starbucks. They're great friends of mine. So, you know, and to my family. So, I mean, my family are huge for me. You know, my little brother, my dad, my little sister. You know, they're all power people in my life, and they're people that I keep in my life and I surround myself with. And that's a very important thing too, because if you're dealing with depression, Get rid of the people that are negative. There's nothing wrong with that, and if there are people that are negative in your family, get rid of them, because they know how to get you down. So, and I know it sucks, and I know it may hurt, but you got to do it for you, not for them. It's for you. You know, you gotta. It's amazing once you release yourself from that, or if you have friends or stuff like that, or bring you down, get rid of them. It's just not worth it. They're bringing you down to make themselves feel better, and they're controlling you. So it's not a healthy thing. So, but anyways, enough of that. I'm gonna get back to my yard work. I've rambled on for another 5 minutes, but you know, you guys are amazing people, and I respect every single one of you, and I've got awesome friendships from it all, and you're all brothers and all sisters, and I'm gonna be doing some road trips. So I was talking to my dad about going down to the States and doing some of that, because we used to travel there a lot, and so I want to go and see a bunch of people. I actually James McIntyre, I talked to him, and I'm hoping to go and see him next year, so I'll be in that area. So, but anyways, I'm gonna get back to my work here. Definitely comment, let me know what you think about the flags. I'm gonna tend to my chickens here and get this garden, and then get on to Home Depot, because they're only open till 5 or 6. So, and that's about a 45-minute drive. So, but anyways, we'll see you in a bit. All right, ciao.